You guys, guess what? Both of my children are asleep. I have a 3.5-week-old newborn baby girl and a 2-year-old going on 3, and they're both asleep. So I'm not going to clean this disaster of a house. I'm going to make a video about budgeting and a new thing that we have implemented as of the last couple of months that is totally revolutionized. Okay, it actually hasn't revolutionized anything, but it has totally helped our budget, and it has helped me like eliminate guilt and overspending and random spending, and it's made me a lot more thoughtful and intentional about what I spend money on. So before we came up with this system, we just had our special categories like food, gas, whatever, and we knew how much we had planned to spend each week on those categories. Well, we never had a category for like fun. We just randomly said, well, we'll have like $100 for the month that we called our slush fund. So let's say that I wanted to like buy my son some new clothes. We would use the slush fund, but we never really tracked it. Or sometimes I'd go to the grocery store and I'd try to like underspend from our $125 budget, and then I'd have like $20 to like, I don't know, take him to the arcade place, the game place. And then by the end of the week, if I needed like bread or milk or something, I would take an advance on the next week's budget. And then it just was like this cycle where we were just spending and not necessarily tracking, but not necessarily going over by hundreds and hundreds of dollars. We were just not really sticking 100% to our budget. So what we came up with, it's so simple. It's like not even hard, but it's been really good for us and our discipline. So we each have an envelope. I have my envelope, the kids have their envelope, and then my husband has an envelope, and then we have one for our house. So the way it works is every week my husband goes grocery shopping after I make the meal plan. Well, we kind of make it together, but mostly I make it. And then I make the shopping list, and then he, as he calls it, he transcribes it into a spreadsheet, so that we're just so different. The way that we organize is so different, and I love it. So he maps out like the grocery store and like which items, and he has to have it in like a certain spreadsheet so he can cross it off. Anyway, enough of that. So he does the grocery shopping because he stays on budget. I do not. I will see something and be like, that's a great sale. I think we need that. Or I'll get some idea of like, oh, that's a really fun ingredient. I'm going to try this new recipe, and then I forget about it. So he is much better at grocery shopping. So he does the shopping, he stays on budget, and then whatever is left over, then he takes that extra money and he puts it in the house envelope. And then he withdraws $5 for my envelope, $5 for his envelope, $10 for the kid envelope, and $10 for the house envelope. So yesterday he went grocery shopping. We budgeted $125. He had $17 left over. So he withdrew an additional $17 and he put it in the house fund. So our house fund can build up pretty quick if he does the grocery shopping, because usually we have a little bit extra, which is awesome, because then we can maybe go to lunch, or we can go out like to a movie. Whatever we need. If like in the past couple of weeks we had to buy some baby gear, we spent about $50 on baby stuff. And then what else did we just buy? Oh, we went out to lunch. We hadn't done that since my new baby was born, so that was fun for me to get out of the house. So we make a decision. If we need something, then the cash is there. So we had originally had that $100 that we just kind of budgeted, but then totally overspent every month because we weren't tracking it. That's the thing, is like the tracking is really helpful. So now we just increased that to, let's see, $10 for house, $10, so $30. So we do $30 every week, so that's $120 in a month. So we've really only increased things by $20 for what we had like mentally budgeted, but it's really helped with our spending because now everything is so intentional. And I know that if there's something that I want, then I just have to wait a couple weeks and let my account build up. And so, yeah, you might say, well, $20 a month, how am I supposed to live on $20 a month? Well, you let that build up over the course of a couple months, and if you have something that is like $100, then you just wait for it. And maybe you decide you don't want something that's $100 or whatever. So The house fund is pretty cool because we put $10 a week in that plus whatever we have left over from groceries. So this week alone, we put $27 into the house fund. So if we want to go out to eat, or we have something that we want for the house, or say I want to like buy some new clothes for somebody in the family, we will use that category. And then with the kid fund, this is the same thing. If I want to buy clothes for the kids, I can take it from that. If we have someplace fun that we want to go, like to the zoo or the aquarium or like the arcade, Chuck E. Cheese sort of place, we can use that money. And then there's no guilt because I'm not taking it from the grocery money. I'm not taking it from the gas fund. I'm not just randomly spending money from our slush fund. It's all like accounted for, and there's a limit. So it does help me be really intentional and making sure that it's really a need, and if it's a want, that's okay, but then there's like a limit to it. So that is my tip for budgeting, is to have those categories, and they don't have to be big categories or like big amounts to put into those categories, but keeping things separate and giving yourself some fun money. Because gosh, if you're in a debt snowball payoff like we are, I don't think I could go 3 years without like having some fun in my life, or you know, like a whole 3 years without ever buying some new makeup. Speaking of which, I totally want to try out some new things. Maybe I should get online after this while the children are sleeping. There's so many things I could do. Oh, also, sometimes I like specialty health food stores, or health food items, and so then I can take money from my fund and I don't feel like I'm spending like half of our grocery money on, you know, something that I'm only eating, even though my husband wouldn't care, but like me, I care. So anyway, that is my tip. If you have any other questions or anything about our budget, how we're doing our debt snowball, just leave that in the comment below. Oh, and I hear my 2-year-old, so this is perfect. I'm going to wrap it up and go take care of him. Oh, there he is. Hi, bud. Oh, so cute. Okay, have a good day. Bye.